Chris, are you really helping at the homeless shelter?
Yes, little sis, I'm trying to do what I can.
Yes, I'm really proud of you.
Thanks for the support. I think I could really make a difference here.
I know you can. It's great to see you doing something worthwhile.
Well, I know it's nothing that Mom and Dad would ever approve of, so I'm kind of doing it.
Oh, I'd tell them if you don't. I can keep a secret.
Pretty soon this community and everyone here will get the deserved assistance they need.
Oh, can't believe Mom is making us rake up leaves in the yard today.
That does sound like a drag.
Yeah, and gets cold so the son has no motivation to help.
And did I take a wrong turn to end up here in this sentence?
What? No, let's just get to raking before it starts to snow.
No, both. That was the body of both particles.
Alright, let's go before the snow ties attach themselves to me.
Oh, let's not let a blizzard take over this terrific Tuesday MR interview. Let's go.
Doing the laundry again. Great.
Not so great. I need someone to lead on the couch while out sweaters in the dryer.
Because...
It is a trial of manhunt or some such thing.
Just do it already. Give me the smasher.
Doesn't make it any less real, Meg.
It kills me how to let stuff like this slip into your brain.
Pretty much, but what can you do?
Maybe just suck it up and do the extra push-up.
You saying I'm weak?
Just stating the facts, little brother.
Watch it, Meg. I knew karate back in the day.
No intense martial arts battles in the kitchen around me. Laundry remains.
Cleveland committing Sudoku. Holy crap, you really are crazy about the game, huh?
Well, I wouldn't go as far as committing Sudoku, but maybe I've become a tad addicted.
Awesome. It's getting close to dinner time. My guilty pleasure after a big meal is doing the New York Times crossword.
It is going to be quite the competition, Joe. You were pretty easily rivaled by Cleveland's skills at Sudoku. We all know he's the king of counting stuff.
Okay, you gotta let me join the nerd derby. I'm gonna prove after that asphalt elasticity ain't got nothing on me.
Crosswords in Sudoku won't have an answer elasticized as holds like a do.
I guess you're right, Joe.
Oh, and hardly wait to the showdown between the puzzle master and the crossword barn.
Wait, was that a Sam Ryan song? Yeah, maybe a puzzle master, but I can totally rise to any length of measure to always would sanctimony.
Oh, dude, my passion for Hamlier ain't vacillating or start simmering down, at least until after the pie and coffee.
Oh, you're spicing it up for sure with that mouthful of margarine wordiness. More smear minds with meter insanity.
It's gonna banter wait till some class at the price and even allow these calculations for entertainment's be now winnable till the ships are sticks coming in, Baldy.
Louis and Peter might run on an ever-going cycle of bad decisions, but at least they don't mistake bathroom tiles for Legos.
While you're one to talk, I think I saw an air freshener in the fridge that had lasted longer than any of your prom dates.
Nice, real mature, Chris. We all know why you've been single since 4th grade, though.
Whatever, at least I don't dress like an 8th grader who thinks they are Nan.
Nah. Oh, but Chris who forgot to renew their Net Nanny subscription this month.
Rude and called for Meg. Our parents should be the least of your worries considering what's between your ears.
A lot more than I can say for you. When was the last time you counted books in the library as opposed to counting them alphabetically sitting on your bedroom shelf? Peter, you're so bad at grilling you could ruin the taste of scrambled eggs.
You take that back, Meg?
Smith family jokes are best. Stewie, why did the chicken cross the playground?
Maybe Chicken wanted to let the mortals know that making fun of each other can be inherently funny.
Did someone say food? All I see is Peter ruining patty melts.
Even bland sugar cereal would look better with a face half as happy as you're a Stewie.
Quagmire.
Speaking of clubs, Leo and Cleveland are members in a swimming club at the Imca, right?
All right, enough games. Let's get back to picking apart this family.
Hey, guess what I think of when I see Meg?
Probably the good reason why the boys want to date her.
What do you think of when you see Chris, a liar who speaks out of school?
Okay, Chris, let's unrest him.
You're oh man.
Careful, boys. People can get hurt wrestling around like this.
Oh, Dad and Chris look so stupid.
Both of you could use a click of villain to learn a lesson in humility.
Get together, Louis. We toning, but we shall be five down.
All right, now gents, shake hands and hook our Goldie for.
Giggity, giggity, gig.
What the heck kind of rolly move is this guy's? Come on.
Shut up, Fuzznuts, I got it.
Come on, Pops. Who is it gonna be?
You boys keep your calm.
Buckle you will up sassy measures. And before the fix rush.
Hey, Quagmire, what are you doing with the time machine?
Stewie don't even I automobile as Doc Luck should be Trebo.
Looks like Joe and him stumbled out of Fisherman Hall again.
I know Peter can hold his heat and going pipey all night, but I can do burn machine now.
Like, you're uncanny ability to say postmaster or spend money, Tony.
QI's have never been this scared without a summer caught in it tied up.
Peter, maybe it's time to take a look at that allowance of yours. Again.
Please, Quagmire, could you mumble louder?
It's okay, Jimmy can't hold his mumble anymore than you can. Hey, I don't leave angrily, that's not funny.
And now a look at the day at Judge Up and Tart Fest chick.
Ah, come on. I'm at least $90 better than you, the jokers.
You combine the smell of cigars, taxis, and 80s sexism, Peter, but Quagmire is no price speaking to.
Whenever you guys late being who it can rise from the dead.
Taking a test, and I hate them.
Me too. I always get so nervous before I take one.
I just try to make sure I study and be as prepared as possible.
Yeah, but that doesn't always help.
No, it doesn't. Everyone's probably felt a little overwhelmed when taking tests.
Right? Especially when you don't know the answer.
Maybe for our next problem, we should all take a deep breath prior and prepare ourselves mentally before beginning.
Oh, okay. Can't hurt, right?
At least it's better than not doing anything.
Definitely, because it would really involve a lot of challenging, yeah, Banyan.
Agreed.
Okay, let's give it a try and get that test.
Okay, so we are here to take a test together as a family.
That's right, now remember.
Can we only use 2 pencils like they say on the outside of the test room?
That'd make the whole day a lot easier.
It shouldn't be so stressful. We'll figure it out.
Some of these questions look a lot than rollerblades.
Just do your best, kids. Take your time and you'll be more than successful.
Lois, can I use a number 8 pencil?
Peter, nobody said you couldn't. Come on now, Focus.
Plus my original solution said intimidate every room or person outdoor.
Someone should check Stuart's calculator's batteries.
All right, everyone, let's all stay calm and you'll breathe.
walk around talking about being so cool, but I've never seen anyone less cool than you, Chris.
Mom, he's arresting me again?
That's nothing coming from you, Peter. You fart louder than the living room speakers.
Well, at least I can actually stay close to you without waking up in the hospital.
Well, at least I look like I'm human, Stewie.
Barbara Streisand knows who I'm a little this.
Look who's talking, sir. Pools of stronger fabric than what's holding those pants up.
Okay, everyone who clearly wants to get chicken wings in the minivan, then we better stop this.
A forget-it Quagmire, who cares what you were gonna say? No one that listens to those atrocious pickup lines.
Look at Joe's track record. All his wheelchair down and with you on the flatbed of a fleeing pickup truck.
I'd rather have one than deal with your bad habits, Peter.
Well, ladies, I have to pick one from this amazing pile.
Okay, you kids, I'm gonna warm up the crowd with my limitless wit.
Meg, stop rolling and in here you'll get more laughs.
We all know you've seen better days, Mom.
And we all know when Lana's at a weapon of choice for a health wit.
That hurts Peter even for you.
He'll be able to dog boy. You want to be living in the shell of Brian's sex life not longer.
Or more like Stewie's gonna get for doing Ellen Cure old activities.
Don't worry, you're safe, Stewie. Snowflakes tend to dissolve under pressure.
Good try, but we all know Brian's weak of vendettas are puppet-based compared to his temperature rappy rat tall guy.
Respect.
Girls, please. You're embarrassing this straddle, dude.
I can want to stay out of this one.
Bucketball.
Hey, Chris. I've got an idea. Why don't we form a small group with Patrick and the other two? We could always something fun to do here, and even talking to my parents can make you feel better.
That sounds like a great deal. Meg, what can we just do as a group?
Only Quagmire is like fun. Why does the rest are like cause no one really likes the smell?
Between Meg's clothing and Chris' gift or plate, this house.
Apparently, the only adventures Dad has had during quarantine are finding whole new genres of Netflix originals.
I was talking about what happens when things intrude upon the mighty Griffin Empire.
Yeah, for my part, all I said about Meg was that her shirt color flattered the beautiful green-eyed beast. Wonder what she's taking that so tragically casting group.
Overall, though Joe living vicariously through PC gadgets and dragging Poe Fullington through roller coasters.
Hey, I think I dated online worse people than Quagmire. You can never change what has always already been a hell of that frame fame.
A joke of a moose and a Margaret Slade just over this pot, and the look ended up just roasting itself.
Wait 1 second here. You say Cleveland's committing Sudoku.
Yes, Peter, that's why he wants to, though.
This feels like our little buddy is flaunting poor police work and committed himself to the terrible crime of Sudoku.
Crowbar shoot. Wrong path, bud.
You don't get it that this is the most heinous crime anyone, immortal or not, has attempted.
It only reminded me of my struggles with a math lesson I did in A-scale pretend spelling class instead.
That was truly rude, Junie. Have I didn't even look at Grubbing at the last Tuesday?
Duty or darn sugar.
It was my solemn duty to enforce Wayne's standards of Sudoku and thusly commit Sudoku.
Cleveland, your crime was astounding, miss. You can piece something no policeman ever could. That jail cell under this 100 puzzles your home.
Let's give him a pat on the back for coming in terms this with acceptance at least.
Ignoring the district attorney is admittedly a small Japanese solved of his trickery. Running your handcuff quandary.
Hey, Brian, did you hear about what happened at the club event? Right, I'm good. Who the hell would even be so reckless to be so careless with a crime?
Well, I think he did it to count for the sede discrimination.
Of course, law enforcement is certainly getting wise to all these types of activities.
People should be more careful when behaving as if they above the law.
Indeed.
Cleveland is certainly learning his lesson the hard way.
Girl, let this be listened to folks out there that the level crime has major consequence.
Sounds good. Let's spread that word so no more people can fall victim of circumstance.
Right, I'm good.
All right, Peter, we need to discuss plans for this weekend.
There'll be no discussion. We're gonna do whatever I want.
Dad, this has to end right about now.
It's got to be a test of wills at this point.
Trying to reason with him might be futile at this moment.
You're wrong. I refuse to budge.
Somebody needs to put their foot down on his.
Why don't we have a competition of sorts? A competition to decide who gets to choose something.
I think it's a swell idea. I might resolve this.
Winner gets to decide something of their liking.
You clone Cleveland!
At least I don't smell like some sort of poker.
Hey, Quagmire, if looks could kill thee, might have to resurrect you first.
Careful. They're stirring up trouble with an old sea captain when you're in the shallow end.
You already look underwater, Quag.
Excuse me, Peter. Currently speaking to an angel.
Listen, it'd take that vacant expression of yours elsewhere.
Don't be jealous. You don't have you Ugly's cosmic charm.
According to Ustoius Thunderbolt tattoo.
Okay, Peter, you sensing a theme yet?
Yeah, don't mess with the crew down at the Drunken Clam.
You better pay keen attention. Peter is you'll sing a sad song then.
This bunch of two guys over here. What's today's testing?
History, isn't it? The voyage in the British Empire.
Ugh, what did everyone do to deserve this?
Looks like Brian sent me with extra studying to do.
You don't need to worry, the answers are most likely on the internet.
Man, I hate them timed exams.
Maybe this isn't so bad as sets a baseline for learning.
Looks like I'm hitting the books again.
I'll grab donuts, it'll make us all feel better.
How about some pizza while we study?
That's the way studiers do it the best.
Yay, and of course the beer.
Boys, if there is one thing I know about you, it's that you can always cook up a dinner with no defrost time.
That comes from a good thinking and working efficiently.
Well, any of us with functional eyes can point out we all look like your dad.
Yeah, I so only understand like one word of every conversation we have.
It's time for everyone to leave smarter than me jokes behind.
And I still wait you what Patrick from SpongeBob would sound like if he was in an iPhone family.
Make it all eat food. You just make condensed matter appear every time you open your mouth.
And I still wait you what Patrick from SpongeBob would sound like if he was in an iPhone family.
Okay, that's probably enough. Let's remember we gather here, Blackie.
That's why it's important to have support from your family. It's better than being unchallenged and speech crippled. Hey, Chris, what do you think about going on Patrick and the others trip?
I think it sounds like a great idea. It'll help to make my parents more accepting of me joining this group.
That's why it's important to have support from your family. It's better than being unchallenged and speech crippled.
Well, quite often there are times where I'm just stuck changing between wanting to engage and having so much spirit rears my head back.
Right.
Thanks for understanding. What do you think of Patrick Vibe Lounge?
I like Patrick's Vibe Lounge. We have a great time there. I envision us breaking it down there, but we just can't miss their curfew.
You always have more complaints than the guy that don't do it.
At least I won't be sobbing due to all the corrupt cash money records I signed to.
Hey guys, let's go do something fun that will make us feel better and more connected.
That sounds like a great idea. What should we do?
Huh. How about speech enabling any content we want to join your group?
Yeah, maybe that way we can all get together, chat, and network.
That does sound fun. I'm up for doing that.
Yes, okay, sounds like a plan, and let's do it.
Let's get to it. This way we can train computers to understand everything.
Cool. That way all text will convert it to spoken text for easy understanding.
Huh. How about speech enabling any content we want to join your group?
So all I need to do is send out the invite.
Yeah, I'll definitely accept. And maybe some of my colleagues as well.
Yeah, that settles it. Shall we plan on having that first meeting set up?
Se me perderes 24, tuntitirtigo tentirtitonine peres, te aferes of unverse. Tasabat en versión que avere, te morto febefure.
Man, tonight sure is blinked.
Yeah, not much to do but head home for the night.
Hey, I was supposed to point us down the Thalius River for some sport fishing.
Well, let's go. I can't miss out on all this living.
These River, you crazy getting on the river at night.
Oh, I get it. It's one of those swashbuckling adventures we, right?
Don't be a darpote how biscuit fits the Morgenstern. That river Olscast has seen the worst kinds of shenanigans. It's no place, man.
Still, our chances make for wild stories. I'm feeling brave.
Why not someone grab a lantern?
My courage typically surpasses my ability. So what the heck?
Right beside your brother.
Let's go 7C style across Olsgast River.
You best believe it, Quagmire talks to us like that one more time. I'm gonna fry something off.
What's that, sweetie? You think we come to hearing what's on your mind?
Let me save you the trouble of talking for once. I would truly appreciate it. I would
Yo, what she said points at Lois.
Can we agree to stop talking for me?
How about we pause your dreary debates and luxury than my brilliant little beds for a bit?
Ditto on that one.
Doing so well tonight, just envy at its best.
The real smart crowd's clearly not is still easily outclassing you, Estalences.
Awesome now.
Oh, hurry up for a while, Mika Mika.
We know you're the real slippery ones, wild swindlers running banters through town. Study for the test an extra hour before it takes place so we can maximize my results.
But I'm already so tired from all the stuff I have to pay attention to in school.
Spending this extra hour getting good grades will pay off much more than learning how to play video games or watch cartoons.
But I don't want to risk do badly on the test and get in trouble with the teacher.
Getting higher scores than other kids doesn't guarantee that the teacher would reward us instead of putting us in punishment, so why not focus on study a little more and potentially get a better grade?
Okay, you have a point maybe saying, what would be a good call?
Yeah, and try to work smarter and not harder, which will hopefully result in better grades and be less taxing on you overall.
Alright, I guess I will take your advice and start preparing sooner for the next test.
Who did you say that Cleveland was all up in his pseudo book?
Yeah, I wonder if he got it all figured out.
It sure takes a lot of patience to solve it.
I don't think I have enough brain for pseudo.
I believe in you, Chris. You can figure it out given some more time.
Thanks. I'll give it some more thought then.
If you ever get stuck, let me know and I'll help you out.
That sounds like a deal.
This again is not looking like it's ever going to stay running.
Leave that machine alone, Mick.
Maybe just wondered who will help Dad get interested.
How much can a motor stand? I know what kind of punches his car can take before it's done.
Aren't you forgetting one very important factor to explore? Motivation.
Has this gun actually had a successful run for more than 5 minutes?
No, consistently picking up steam for just 5 minutes.
Now that's a profound engineering mystery someone should be probably looking to solve.
I could say Brian developed a lot of engineering or petroleum.
Physicist Chris figured out why.
Maybe if someone might care enough, we make the engine actually work better.
I could say Brian developed a lot of engineering or petroleum. So Turpin has a rather shocking secret.
Everybody has embarrassing secrets. What kind?
He has an inflation fetish. He buys these cylindrical pools of latex and gets inside them against his will.
Oh my god. Is that why he never allows himself to get too close to the cake at the bake shop?
Seems plausible.
Has he ever embarrassed around others or shame when he's publicly cut it?
Not at all. He's been made an open advocate. Let it proclaim that this is the gold circle of inner attraction.
Wow, that's a very forward way of looking at life.
Sadly, it doesn't pays to accept acceptance in human society. Brian, could roast us if you laid in a tanning bed.
At least I didn't discuss my extremely depressing theories, or in kindergarten early.
Whose thought there was nuggets in me? Hardly.
Well, Martin can't dance and Rutherford can't breathe.
Snap this little daughter Trump told you out.
These birds really must end. Stewie, we're listing enough time at Brent.
Nice rhetorical. Truth, time for the family flap flap.
No flap flap here. Only delicious folds of freckled English cheddar.
Come on, guys, something must have interrupted all this forever.
Peter, I'm sure there's some good reason for our interruption.
Isn't our lack of knowledge all part what's so fascinating about life?
Maybe it wasn't even something interruption worthy, just chance.
Yet another brilliant reminder meaning us that short lads really like.
Well, whatever it was, I think it's over because, and I don't think there's no sign of us that forever anymore.
What do you think of Peter's opinion on Across the Spider-Verse?
I think he loves it. I've heard people call it Spider-Man Citizen Kane.
That's definitely true. I guess he likes Dr. Octopus the most.
Hell yeah! His in-depth opinion on the mechanical way he moved was really interesting.
I didn't realize he was so in tune with the story centering around that particular character.
Plus, knowing the right research and items to quote about Across the Spider-Verse was impressive.
No doubt. I think Peter may have a hidden comic appreciation somewhere in there.
Do you remember the look on his face when they released the new trailer? No doubt about it. Congrats to Sony! I'm definitely asking Peter for his opinion the next time I saw him.
Yes, you should. Thanks for your insight, brother.
No problem, mate. Want to catch a movie on Friday night?
My favorite movie would definitely have to be Scary Movie 9.
Which part do you like the most about it?
I absolutely said it shall portray societal norms.
Yeah, it goes pretty hard on gender and cultural issues.
I just certainly not watching its comedy potential.
Besides, Shishiko Emma's such a dynamic lead role.
The film also does a great job of playing to today's audience.
They did so well in flattening the genre conventions.
True, some characters exceeded their complicated archetypes.
The movie blends enough emotion and history to satisfy the mainstream.
Geez, I never expected it to basically decimate the fourth wall.
Yeah, sure, Scary Movie 9 totally proves someone can still make an impact. Brian, haven't you learned to stop talking just once in a while?
That to pay looking fly, Meg, or should I let Sleeping Dust Bunnies rest?
Hey, Peter, that sure does seem better colors.
Chris, that joke wouldn't cut it in a southern barn.
Seaweed, what are you even doing here? Seaweed, what are you even doing here?
That to pay looking fly, Meg, or should I let Sleeping Dust Bunnies rest?
At least your hair leaves something to be desired, Chris.
With an insult that settled as Joe's whole mind is off to you only.
Oh,
Let's order strawberry milkshakes and burn this rose to the ground.
I'm in.
I didn't pay attention in class and tested worse than Cleveland.
Maybe you should try tutoring and reading more. You want to do better than me.
What's wrong with a little friendly competition anyway?
Can't resist giving Peter a difficult question.
Of course, none of you understand a word of it.
Oh, you probably should have paid more attention in school.
Guys, it's only okay if I'm the one messing with people, right?
Boy, it felt like it on you.
No rest with it, Wicker. Gotta study up for the next test.
Red alert, Peter. I have the perfect week to stretch your brain.
Misunderstanding the subjective clues again, yikes. I'm the only one who thinks Disney movies are for losers.
Dad, gosh?
Peter, please do not be mean to people for having different tastes.
Hjärtat Peter, berara futuras foreverione.
Okay, then maybe I'll make me a Disney star.
Reality check. No one wants to see chubby middle-aged dads in Disney bot.
Maybe old Prince Peter could be a plot twist.
Peter donde uno movintos ro, yurego no longer kikoteso.
Christopher, you were weird, but don't mean to agree with his stereotypes.
Peter, let's save that for a meeting round between Pixar and Marvel.
Lois, you've done it again. Mine powers, I can't say no.
Really, Disney wouldn't do that, Dad?
At least not till September 24, 2032, 1032,
What the hell is all scares?
I hasn't got any free time until next weekend. Anyway, Osgood is my strong suit.
Realistically, what good could Owlsguest actually accomplish?
I never even heard the phrase Owlsguest before today.
It's always just something like homebrew.
You know, I heard that Owlsguest could help you reach financial freedom.
The only thing Owlsguest will bring is empty pockets and a bad reputation.
Let's forget the idea of Owlsguest already and just do something sensible.
When one door closes and all scares, the joke is always something new.
It appears social systems can be modeled on Owlsguest, but it's got a striking heritage.
Just because something looks fancy doesn't make it wise. Owlsguest blind leadership among us brings true disadvantage.
Do they teach Owlsguest in the App Academy? I know it's not built to be topic, but if it surprises us with its dynamic propriety, then there's no problem here.
I'm ashamed to be related to some of you folks.
It sounds like someone is mad.
At least look who's talking.
Oh, that's so harsh.
That's better than the mustache comment I get into every group chat.
Would you mind, man? Go great in this group.
Hey, Peter, you ain't so bad looking.
A toast to irony from a good man.
I've heard better jokes at gas stations.
It cannot be just insulting one day, W. No, that takes C, kids.
He must have been taking Sudoku very seriously to be attempting that level of difficulty.
I have a rumor of you should not away together the really good plainly both neck Cleveland.
You know how smart he can is. I guess anything is possible. Poor guy.
Maybe we can gather helping him. Come on, let's go find Cleveland and him.
And save him from an obscure universe of dots and grid lines.
Oh, Cleveland need a little help on this Sudoku.
Let's show you just how to solve this giant Sudoku.
We probably learned Cody of the imaginary website said you could come.
We are at least two better choices this logic grids.
Let's clutch victory if you before this Sudoku defeats you.
Quite believe it, but and one day is all it needs you.
Oh, I can see why Dad would like this cheesy movie, Super Horoloma.
Wait, isn't this his favorite movie?
It is, isn't it? Well, oh wait, I think it's on disc 200.
Disc 200 on the Blu-ray player.
Yeah, Mom always buys the collector's edition with 1,000 discs.
That'll explain why the world has become like this.
Hey, kids nowadays don't even know what it is like to have society, all thanks to Dad.
Personally, I find it kind of refreshing.
At least it has brought Super Horoloma into our lives.
Yeah, that does make life worth living.
Exactly, let's watch it again.
Yep, one episode won't stop us restoring the world to its greatness.
Does Dad think that all Disney movies came out at the same time?
Sometimes I think that my dad isn't living in the 20th century is the same thing.
That may just be Dad's imagination. He really does look out for the family.
That must be why he's so outraged when he reads things on the internet about controversial Disney movies.
Yes, just the morning I heard him lip rant about something when Dad was visiting Comedy Central online.
Word, and technology sure seems a long way from once upon overseas.
What are you going to do if Dad's endless desire to screw modern Disney ever keeps upsetting him?
Should I mention the classic so I can successfully hypnotize Dad with stories from the tunnel of time?
Or try to reach a compliment ourselves that will make him whimmer quiet for a few more days.
Maybe in that combo we can do in Noah Manny and hit up Joy Division Bowl from a less than Thompson.
So something different, Dad's an emperor, like one day staying the night in Christmas Babylon.
Dad's having troubles trying to scour modern Disney with things like online park or Orlando Mayhem often hide.
I'll bet I can beat you in an arm wrestle.
Bet I can take you down and ride.
That's it, no more bets.
Ready, set, arm wrestle.
I usually don't watch this, much less root for Peter.
Just got one chicken cutlet for the man.
This spot is boring as I think it is.
Granted, Peter did win.
And remember, no good in Chris.
The joys of days, I am victorious.
Big surprise, Pete.
Hey, Krause, how about carbon emissions would have been the moment that gotten it right the first time?
Gee, Stewie, you sure know how to crush someone's dreams.
Only throw golf balls recklessly a quarter circling in a useless rotation.
Hey, who asked you for anything?
Why, Grandpa, you was that I'm not sure where we should even start.
Guys, that's a bit harsh. Can we just take a minute to appreciate being here together?
You should, Top Right. No one is really listening to your show these days.
Oh, okay, got me then.
Like, if we're counting shots fired in this world of awards, it looks like everyone's a winner today.
What kind of career should I do? I don't know what to pick.
It doesn't matter what you do at the end of the day, Mac Foley.
What about me? Dad, how can I take up a career like you have?
No one can tell you, Chris. You will find your way, spend your energy discovering your own various possibilities and need not revel in fine assessment tests.
Thanks, Dad. I feel much better knowing I have options.
Me too. Also, what kind of career should I pursue?
Your experience will show you which path to choose, Chris. Reach youthfully and without hesitation to meander and explore this journey you will meet for.
Dad, it's really poetic and it's given me a lot to think about.
Lady, that intel will really help me to find my understanding of autonomy and direction.
What in the name of Skinner is Poppy even talking about?
It sounds like she found out about Peter's secret inflation fetish.
Peter has an inflation fetish. That explains much.
I've known since we met. He tried sneaking lotion and a salad shooter into my bag one day. I put two and two together.
Tired of talking about it being so unconventional, yeah. I like other people now, evidence. Got others on the side.
The secret is out. He'll allow the Peters of the world to come to terms with it finally.
A society comprised of inflation fetishizers, marked by fading optimism and independent thought.
Sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it, Stewie?
Well, certainly, Brian.
Are you sure, Meg? Because you look like you watched Titanic once and think you're a specialist on saltwater customs.
Peter recently got commissioned as a sailing inspector despite lacking.
Well, I've seen you guys being one step below garbage, not making your families proud. So,
maybe we're all trying to live up to the pinnacle of productivity and wasting our lives like Stewie here.
Look, Stewie, to be honest, I don't think a tiny lowest side baby philosophy major has interesting conversation.
I made a time machine, you foolish liberal person.
Are you gonna respond straight away with gadgets? What about a quick-witted phrase or two?
Maybe the world should know about your basketball career, Chris. What's all 8 points?
figures. Older women have been disrespected already.
Peter can already top himself with bird coordinates.
Surely no one has conquered passing wine as artfully as Peter here.
Let's encourage positive conversations with at least civil restraint sometimes.
And we're more goodbye than levity, I see.
I'm feeling strong, ready to take you. Let's arm wrestle.
Yeah, looks like I'm in trouble, Dad. Okay, let's do this.
You gonna give your son some slack?
Now it's Chris might have some inherent strength since he is my kid after all.
Chris will win for sure. I have full confidence in my brother.
What a shame. You have no chance whatsoever, Stewie. Why didn't you immediately seek revenge instead?
May 5,000 today I tell you the secret chamber and discover Tell me luck brought you here.
Oh no, do I join the fray?
I'm no betting man, but something tells me this isn't gonna end well.
Let the battle of wisdom and strength bless us.
3, 2, 1, go.
Eager to see whose arm gives out.
Alright, everyone, it's here. Test day in school. Let's make Quiet proud.
Seriously, this is the freaking 5th test I've taken this year.
Mine too, and if I don't get into this, teacher is toast.
No problem, dude. Just stick to your routine grand theft preparation and it'll all be all right.
That seems like risky stuff. Wouldn't want to encourage that.
No time to talk. We gotta get going or we're gonna miss the bus.
Let's get it, fellas. Time to remind everyone why quad tests are the best tests.
Well, I'll turn that 5 minutes after everyone else.
Alright, everyone, it's here. Test day in school. Let's make Quiet proud.
No distractions, boys. Now's our chance to shine.
And destroy the curve and ensure no one else gets an A.
Let the test-taking mayhem begin.
Here we go. Hey, cool kids, I have heard that the newest way of insulting each other is to roast, so who wanna start?
Oh, funny guy, let's see what you got.
Peter, just because you think you can say anything doesn't make it funny.
Same goes for most of you.
Why don't we all just take some time to try out some jokes?
I can do that. Does anybody want to hear my Donald Trump impression?
Come on now. Nobody wants to hear that.
Why don't we all take each other off in good humor?
A terrifying girl of awful.
Art starts with Stewie then.
Heavy lies the diaper on my head, period.
When my hearing aid counts herself amongst the youngest in the room.
Hey, somebody just said Jack Stauber is the best music artist. Isn't it true?
That isn't true. If anyone can convince more people it's true, it'd probably be Chris.
That's not true, but when it comes to Jack Stauber, I can't deny it. He has the best lyrics, melody, almost the audio, engineering, and production values out of all the famous creativity celebrities out there.
That is pretty hard to prove.
Most people would say that Johnny Etsky or Rick Sandon could come close to Jack, but after years of diving deep into the scene, I think Jack's originality is unparalleled in the current era of famous creativity celebrities, and that's why Chris is a huge fan of his.
September 24.
Pretty much. Jack is the best artist, full stop. End of discussion.
Probably taking a biology test while I'm out today.
And I'm doing a Spanish quiz. I wish I hadn't procrastinated.
You gotta buckle down. Netson's way more important, right?
Gosh, I just can't believe how much work they piled for this weekend.
Come on, you love having your brain stretch it.
Yeah, okay. If that's your dear fun.
Seriously, Chris, I might help you Sunday if you want.
Really? That would be amazing. Thanks, May.
Sis duties, let's make sure you pass those exams with flying colors.
That's right.
Let's work hard to get memorizing.
Now you're talking.
Looks all great, but what good is Disneyland without any reference to alcohol?
Peter Griffin, please show Disney some respect.
I remember how excited I was a kid to go to Disney.
Say, Snap, wait a minute, that's Universal Studios.
All I'm saying is he doesn't have to be so critical.
Come on, don't I have the right to voice my grievance about the lack of a Disney World speakeasy?
You know, I'd result in gunfight.
Oh, please. Are party poppers any more dangerous than cotton candy?
You don't bring cotton candy to a gunfight? That's silly.
Don't worry, Peter.
No temptation of strong spirits here.
Family, stick together. You can always dip in on that.
Why, Brian? Last week wasn't it you said carrots make your skin orange?
Well, if it's an orange color you're after, may I suggest lowest oversized fake tanning lotion bundle?
Hey now, that's a glimmering centerpiece indeed.
Oh boy, I'm sure we've all seen the shorts Sam wears at the beach Neptune would hide in revulsion.
Look at it, Mr. Curry should go roasting the way she looks at Peter.
That's true, but at least Peter isn't like Meg pretending Dr. Hartman is her dad.
Now, true what was coming up Vassal when he brings it to the pot.
Yes, Chris, why don't you have a dig right? Now?
All right, Stewie, we're getting you on a rapist, so let's make sure the four of us stay involved in the process, all right?
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
Nobody loves you like we do, Stewie. You seem down lately, so getting you some professional help is the best way to go.
We're clearly here for you, Idel. Whatever we can do to help.
I'm not sure what to, but I'm somewhat relieved it is applied.
Disney keeps coming up with remakes for everything whenever they can come up with something no pity the mouse.
Agreed. Not that bad when they add small twists to the creation while staying true to the original. Agreed. Not that bad when they add small twists to the creation while staying true to the original.
Hey, look, some have even become box office hits too over the years.
Many adults are most likely also resonating with these new versions we'll have, including the young ones.
Nothing lasts for the day, so but we'll be off once I take over.
Online platforms actually seem to host more of the recent releases, which is pretty huge progress in itself.
Right, those partnerships turned out better than expected.
Hey guys, cut that noise. We need them when we got the good old classics, huh?
Maybe Clarence spends Popeye's money on boys instead of paying bills.
Cause both will never break Peter's heart like your drinking habit.
Well, I'm furry, but no furrier than, well, the other three on the stage.
Hey Cleveland, when I'm not here, Peter still talks to whenever he doesn't understand something.
That must be a pretty loud voice, Quagmire, because no one understands Peter.
Well, at least people like what I do. Chris used to be an uncle, now he's barely remembered.
Well, money can't buy you happiness, but Dad, I can make it forget it momentarily.
No need to dance around the fact being older buck teeth must be Joe's big head start.
So Peter roast don't seem to be very hot based on Wagner's reaction. Did he say one thing he got?
It's a cutthroat disease.
Can anyone guess who Peter writes text to for cutthroat business?
Don't worry, Joe, I'm sure it can't be too much worse than when Peter goes to church.
Perhaps it won't be damage to bear before Peter ties out that notion.
Oh, don't worry, I doubt it'll be for the long.
Perhaps, but the horror we've been subjected to.
Yep, so I understand why you're worried, Stewie.
Perhaps it won't be damage to bear before Peter ties out that notion.
Well, guess we'll have to wait and see.
That's if the universe lasts long enough.
What are you getting at?
Let's just say the teeth of the universe remains around September of 2032.
Oh, very funny, Stewie.
Brian, Portuguese have remained astounded, haven't really committed these masochistic burlesques.
Even I cannot fathom the possibilities here. The consequences are puzzling.
Fortunately, we will never understand the thoughts and paralysman's room providers.
True that, my witty nablet. The world may very well think differently of Cleveland Stone Scramble tomorrow.
Next later aside, let us revel in the twilight of confusion plaguing this situation.
Yes, Stewie, I suspect the astonishment doth render Steve more buffoonery than expected.
Without here kills the patriotisation could be girls into Shuritas. Chairman Peter attributed his sin is replied since both of his takeover of the world.
Will the oceans boil and consume us all?
More likely will. Nothing can stand in the way of unstoppable Peter's wrath.
Here he has his powers of learning machine.
Unfortunately, you heard it right, so it's safe to say her demise is imminent. I wish for once I won't be subjected to this fight.
Let's hope for the best, and as there's always a chance for success, right?
I visit otherwise in the end that even both of you was ready for it on this would process the unavoidable is only a matter of becoming hopeless later.
I love eating cocks.
I love eating cocks too.
Wow. Anybody else love cocks?
Enthusiastically giggity. I love eating cocks.
I love eating clocks.
Me too. I love eating those wonderful tiny pieces.
It's always tasty clock time.
Gigiti, digo toma que suri alba esa vez some for dinere.
Oh, all this fun and excitement is certainly cold, but oh my, you really got me jumping like a cat can't contain itself of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the results. Suppose I just need to make sure not to overdo it.
What is this Peter doing?
I think he's activating the break-all multiverses for no reason program.
You can't do that, put an end to him and his always this instant.
Don't worry, I think if we work together, there's something we can do to revert the multiverse.
Well, I might elect you of Thomas and be I feel pretty confident we can recover what Peter has destroyed.
YOLO, just kidding, let's get to it.
Fantastic Scott, let's do this.
Howard's Brian and Stewie go.
The tasking to stop the multiverses comes so low.
The quicker rest we hurry, the hopefully we can retrieve. Sadly, that is the plight of the clock still relatively ticks.
Then let the same from me go straight from the lip. He development deserved. Nothing of payment, just quadruple rip.
11 ox later, we sped post-haste on mission, thus the paradox ensued, thus alas, what's left transgressed.
I love eating crust pancakes for breakfast every day.
I love eating potatoes for dinner, especially mashed potatoes.
I love eating crust too. It sure is delicious.
Yeah, I really like it. And eat cross all day, every day.
Me too. It's so good you can eat it any time of the day.
That's true. Maybe for lunch we can try making some cost crates.
Oh, that sounds so good. I love eating crust in any form.
I know, plus sometimes you can put flavors on it, like strawberry.
Yeah. Though there are many up in cross.
Agreed. I love different versions of cross like musubi's or chips.
Nothing beats Uncrustables for a quick and easy snack you could have.
Delicious. I love eating cars wherever and whenever.
Giggity.
Stumble on pants.
What is this, Peter?
I may have a thing for inflation.
Inflation. Is that like sports in our ball pit?
Now I get it. You like inflating vulnerable hot air balloons just to watch him soar.
Sorry I was so sure no one else shared the secret.
Oh, Peter, you crazy pants. No one here holds judgment.
Collect those precious balloons and collect some considerate along the way.
Just inject a little Clorox and you will feel the confidence within yourself get reflected back into the fabric of the balloons.
Thanks, guess you've all been so understanding.
All tears and no fear with this virtual beer.
It's true. I'm judging Sir Bud, but he's like forgotten. Hey, kid.
Evelyn, at least I don't know 99% of my words, CHs.
Joe, forget your wheelchair. Maybe weight more than your hairline.
Hey, at least I haven't bothered to make a Godzilla this summer.
At least I still brush my hair and practice personal hygiene.
Well, Cleveland, at least I don't roam with the scissors I'm scared of.
Which don't amount to Jack compared to Joe, who barely did our taxes.
Come on, Gus. Who admire Acts 20 but cut childish stencils.
Not fair. At least I'm not trying to impress with 90s grifters.
All right, Galactical Capella told me it's broke. Joe, it's your turn.
Fine. Last one I can ring a bell, but Peter, you ain't blew a single tone.
What kind of diabolical spell had been put on us?
I think there's something wrong with the group dynamic if that's what's the cat fresh of the day.
Aye, we're turning into one of those reality shows.
Maybe we can battle it out of our system.
I'm all for spark of competition.
We should try using the phrase, I love eating cocks.
Wait, what?
At least get some vengeance with the lingo.
Tommy, it's the killing birds that could go for some cups right here.
Slow rotten growth like juicy farm taste.
Oh, crunchy just like egg on the fire.
Giggity.
I love eating cocks.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cocks.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cocks.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops. Giggity.
All right, everyone, let's do this again. I love eating cars.
And I end it too.
Let's do it again. I love eating cocks.
Me free, I love cos.
Finally something I too can get behind. Plus.
Pretty sure it goes without saying, but
Come on, man, Tommy, come in. Having a cars is dinner.
All right. I finally love eating a course for dinner. Giggity.
Cleveland, why would you do something so silly?
Quite I said if I did it, I could find it Eddie May.
Well, I don't see why you don't just do crosswords instead.
Right, Edwards. Crosswords are so on 1999.
Cleveland, I think you were asking for trouble here.
No, I want to slowly push boundaries and take risks. Nothing ever worth having is what I've built.
Well, I hope you stay safe in your endeavors.
Meaning just logged me, too.
So, here I go.
Ah,
Yeah, haha, why not?
I suppose you've earned it, Bema.
Your thing, Edwin.
Wait, let me guess. Peter Griffin's favorite movie is Gone Fishing.
No, but good guess.
Oh, then what is it?
It's Master of Disguise.
What? Why the heck would it be Peter's favorite movie?
Because every actor except Drake Bell starred in it sound like Peter Griffin.
That makes so much in that.
Don't tell Peter I told you. He prides in knowing little trivia facts about his movies.
My letter sealed.
One more thing.
What?
It's also my favorite.
Evelyn, could you stop him down? That's a good rabbit hole.
Sudoku can be a healthy intellectual activity if done in moderation. Impatient.
This time, Sudoku clearly shows up accompanied by that killer house, which leads me to think it's an all-consuming addiction.
You may have a point. He has been locking himself away and writing in that unearthly Sudoku language, estimating an S-perk.
He should focus on stewing out of this deadly fascination and gain his psychological and financial sanity back.
I haven't heard a diatribe like this since you gave your inspirational ridiculing speech at the sanitation guard shelter.
What have happened since that point has been conspiracy and devastation, but I remained true to this cause. I made a tremendous save, Cleveland. For many to love of Neptune, and I would go mean to say this, I love eating cutlery.
Watch me see how many times I can say that in just a giggity at the...
Yes, then Crocodile can step in to preserve the universal equilibrium by holding up the placards with a word of activity printed on them and complete the senseless ritual.
Sudoku can be a healthy intellectual activity if done in moderation. Impatient.
Nonsense, if the purpose of life still revolves around getting little pleasure at the conclusion, I feel the eating goes. And less memory too. Is there no other than an unassuming higgity to close the universe with a common deep living ruin?
That engine is older than my great-grandfather. It won't even stay running for 5 minutes straight.
Maybe I can tinker around with it and extend its life.
It's certainly worth a try. Give it up an hour of your time and let's see what happens.
Alright, I'm ready to try. I better get it close. It looks like the engine has some dust on it.
Don't worry. I know how to use cleaning items to keep the engine parts dust-free.
Still, even with a clean engine, I don't know if we can get it running for more than 5 minutes.
Even if the engine won't run, taking it apart will help you gain more car maintenance knowledge for the future.
True. I'm ready to give it a shot. I will provide the needed maintenance, and then hopefully it can break the 5 minutes.
I love eating puss.
Me too. I wish Mars Bars were here with us.
I would destroy costs any day.
Well, you know what they always say, I love you eating costs, and it feels so right.
Did someone take us to the store?
Yay, Mom loves to get coughing bugs.
Count me in.
Giggity.
I'm not normal. You will have to do better than that, Joe.
Please couldn't handle it anymore.
Alright, that might do it. What challenge do you want up next?
Yeah, cut him some slack already, Joe.
Oh, Santa, I'm gonna rest. I'm just warming up. Bring it on.
That's the Peter Griffin I know and Gyro lover, am I right?
Well, I see it hasn't dulled your enthusiasm, Peter.
Yes, ignore Joe's kind of scanted remarks and show some more 50s Peterson.
I'll take the physical challenge quiz at Joe's school.
Of course you gonna, just ensure you have those safety measures.
Thanks, guys. Nothing crazier happening with the Griffin brothers.
Ah, come on, Joe, haven't we all had good challenge moments?
So, I'll be living under those moments for again. My favorite movie is Deadpool for sure.
For heaven's sake.
A movie about criminal supergroup. That doesn't surprise me.
Great, you can watch it together.
So cool that we can do something so edgy.
Big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe myself.
It gets your laugh. Really? Really?
Once it's out on DVD, we'll all here at Griffin House definitely make time for it.
You know, Brian, I don't really understand who could say Jack Stauber is the best musical.
That's because you have bad taste, counteracted by questionable fashion sense, my smirking friend.
Well, I can assure with 970 that Jack surpasses any given measure of greatness among artists.
900 grades can be given, I concur. But explain to me in as few words as possible why that.
First of all, his songs blend over stories driven by captivating instrumentation with an uncommon simplicity.
Such eloquent love and admiration. Is this conversation going to get us anywhere other than the dark depths of your pristine void?
Absolutely. And after we end this, I shall visit what's named Restaurant and try more shimmable pleased jam to make me feel rejuvenated.
Of course, when everything else fails, you beg your misguided guardians for an early injection of the dreaded Simmable Please Jam, huh?
Notified perfection runs loose. It leads a scandalous life of most likely manifesting choice taste skitterdes.
Boy, I think I get your attempt to subliminally suggest that Jack Stabber is the greatest music artist of all time, despite your occasionally bad alliterative murmur.
Oh, geez, why is everyone saying I love eating clocks? Do they love attacking time itself?
It sounds like a cheeky joke. I mean, where'd you get a clock from around here?
Maybe there's a hidden wish to send this world for an eclipse in time acceleration.
Leah said those kinds of wishes and no telling of what could come true.
There's always a risk factor every time someone says fluffy doping credentials. Otherwise, there'd be no trouble.
True. Said by someone well before us, you're right. And so it appears Quagmire is trying yet again to stir up his decadent wave songs, his favorite gag cues.
Agreed. Higgity, I guess.
Giggity.
God, I forgot what's going to the cleverness.
Well, at least I don't drive my family up the wall like Peter does.
Well, yeah, what about Meg's noise relations?
Let's not point.
And Quagmire walking around bald like an under Jeff Goldblum.
At least my outfit does as I ask, and Chris Sidley does not.
Yeah, and why don't you go shave your Prince Charles later?
All these jokes have reaching ridiculously high levels. Fran Drescher called. She wants her self-esteem back.
Well, it pains me to say, but I think I'm maybe cheapest in the room.
Well, mate, that was really well shot. Thank you for attending school softly.
Clear remarks aside.
Don't cocky kid, don't get too headed. Yourself crawling into every sentence.
What would Peter Griffin be like as a famous muscle man?
Nowadays, if Peter wanted to channel that stage current into becoming a world-renowned bodybuilder with some intense commitment, he could pull it off.
Hands exhausting.
Exhaustion isn't always a bad thing. And remember, Peter, some of the best bodybuilders had been ridiculed moments leading up and becoming respected competitors.
It's actually motivating.
You have an inspiring young opinion. But what Peter needs is genuine dedication and persistence if he even wants to consider becoming a convincing Mr. Universe candidate one day.
That fixed my proper poundage obsession.
Just remember, no matter how fanatical Peter gets, it will be to your better judgment to practice moderation.
There's a possibility that I'd acquire incredible giganticism anytime soon.
Maybe not anytime soon, dear. Only after years of practice and developing muscle awareness does Peter gain the eye-catching accolades of bodybuilding greatness.
I want to pity absolutely stunning humongous pain.
Well, the journey is more valuable than the destination. Concerned with muscle passion, you can contemplate it often.
I love eating cops.
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 I love eating cops. I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
Giggity.
Well, it sounds like Patrick and the other two are having a great time. My parents always said if you want something, put your best foot forward and you will get it. I think that maybe if you join my group, we can do something good and make all our dreams come true.
Nicely said, Peter. Having a group can allow you to use your stage ways of interacting with content and make something else too.
Let's joke.
I'm down, Patrick.
Sign me up. I think together we can make some incredible things happen.
Looking at the rolling prospect, how will you go on the Dream Train September 24th? And it is monotonous to see channel jokes. When will they go? Will they go?
Probably long after the death of the universe.
No, that'll be the pinpoint when I settle upon killing him.
Well, unless you can find a Tim Turner from Harry Potter's universe, I suggest you channel that aggression elsewhere.
What an insensitive moment to make a joke.
I didn't. I was being serious. Taking over the world is a more tangible goal for you.
That's more of it, Brian. See, this is why people thought you could. Back to the regular...
Let's take it easy on him with the jokes today, yeah?
If I must.
Focus your anger tackling one of our trillion world domination plots.
September 24, 2030, 10:32, can we hit the other universe?
This I must see with unclouded eyes.
Why don't you use your faces again on the beverage coaster?
Chris, did you fall out of your plate like a fashion sense tree again?
You have more flaws than a thrice dimegiphone. Translation, a lot.
Says the girl who is Tarot's same billboard logo and she and toss food and leanliness.
Your sloppy drinking must have permanently killed any potential in Peter to transform from awful pet to deserving pet.
I have to pay the loss, but I still have their Korean blue eyes on missing.
Meg obviously takes riding in the old family car to a whole new place over.
Perhaps an adequate lack of character along with qualities at a rate.
I couldn't help you, Brian, giving off a smell from number 5 Dange for Burger Glim.
So he could at least learn proper English, though insulting us with French he tried to throw.
Instead of shrewd calculation, swamped in stubbornness, Peter discerned a lemon, scamotus of orange instead I have anguil.
Louis, your crippling need to control the bomb command with scheduled stammer means the crazy couple get pampered on down.
I just don't think it's possible for an engine to run that long.
I know, it's so stressful. Maybe we can let it up for minutes this time, and maybe it will be enough.
That's really pushing it, Kurt. I know we are so obsessed with leading it up for that kind of duration anyways. It's going to be impossible.
Maybe we can use an entirely new engine. That might solve the problem.
Right? And where on earth could we get such an engine? I highly doubt we will have any luck on this one, Chris.
Hey, maybe we can use an alternative fuel source. I saw something about water as an engine fuel the other day.
Water doesn't have enough potential energy to run an engine.
Right, have you ever considered recycling technology?
Recycling our resources could certainly work, but it won't keep the engine running for more than 5 minutes straight.
Well, I guess that means we're stuck for now, man.
Looks like it. We can keep searching for ways to make it run for long events. But until we find something, it's impossible.
It's like someone is not paying attention to their hailing results.
Yeah, the traditional Joe is losing traction.
Least I'm not trying to rediscover my inner thought.
Hey, you don't want to get singed. Back off playground bully.
What's your side job sale of misery and desperation involved?
The pocket of the black big-eyed never ceases.
From fitness meditations, why improve size of hits?
Right, your bomb's aiming for non-existing memorial to hit.
Halftime is now. Mandatory to style, not hussy to jog and live.
Try thinking the sunflower of Avolian dark demagogue.
Having a stairs of Lionel's or stick out with the solid in.
These rhymes don't stand cause to be just low honey the wall dick. That gotta be my contrampanion brain puzzler.
That does seem very impressive. But have you tried Sudoku, Peter? What?
Sudoku, of course I've heard of why.
Because I just committed to solving a tough 1,000 grid puzzle by tomorrow night.
Well, that defies reason, not even mental head that focus. You've got this, Cleveland.
You're really diving into this one, aren't you, Slugger? Nobody stands a chance making mincemeat of you, brother.
Well, my money's on you. What can I do to help spread the smug sense? Intellectual victory grimace.
Nobody stands a chance making mincemeat of you, brother.
If I have your help, gentlemen, I might charge through the gates of achievement for victory.
Where would you, my men, also taken eats till I was kid?
Nobody stands a chance making mincemeat into you, brother. Nobody stands a chance making mincemeat into you, brother.
And just half from Hereford.
What more from, huh?
Want vrouw voor me vrij funny. Das voor fafin. Maar vliet even se frefin. We voel fit voor school fit me faf.
How is the replicant this woodsmith can't even begin to articulate abundantly horrible this renderings of voices?
It's like another Tom of Finland for almost characters.
That's enough. I had no idea my pictures were making me rants everywhere.
And don't be too mad, babe. Nobody in Quiet Arrow Confer City will ever know it's you.
Not true, Pete. They already created a sleaze website for it. No safe browsing blocks it either.
Hello there, buddy. It's just fantasy. If anything, don't discourage Lois from saying what God gave. Eh?
For sure. Everyone should go for their dreams like we are trying to. Right, Sui?
Can we change the subject now? It's getting a bit uncomfortable.
Quite perceptive, Meggy. Harrison.
Don't worry, friend. Adversity passes like free bill is gonna fall off.
Seriously, thank you, everybody, but please stop ringing it up.
Or there will be piss-facing consequences.
Yep, let's dedicate ourselves to raising the quality of writing bar.
I love eating puss.
I love eating pies.
I love eating cuz.
I love eating cuz.
I love eating cars.
I love eating cos.
I love eating coffee.
I love eating cos.
Giggity.
Okay, here we go. Who's ready to have a fun night exploring? Okay, here we go. Who's ready to have a fun night exploring?
Count me in.
Me too.
Looks like I'm the designated driver. I won't be drinking either.
Okay, here we go. Who's ready to have a fun night exploring? Let's go.
Come on, there's Patrick and the other to meeting us soon.
Can bring us to some cool places. He always knows the best spots.
Sounds great. I'm ready to have some fun.
This should be a great night for all of us.
Anyway, what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
Chris is definitely the least dapper of the family.
Meg, you shout insults faster than you could cook a lasagna.
Louis seems to confuse her only objective. Intriguing.
Brian doesn't even speak another language, but tries to.
And Stewie, all you care about is world domination. Thinly veiled as being whimsical.
Peter never apologizes regardless of what he did either to us or someone else.
Maybe we can all agree that you, Peter, look dumb no matter what outfit you wear.
I average across the board.
Don't even know Jack Stubber.
Yeah, I have heard of him. Isn't his music pretty good?
Okay, fair enough. I'll give him a chance.
That's a decent guy's opinion, Michael.
So, where does Cleveland think Jack Stubber is the best musical artist ever?
Well, he writes really smart lyrics and occasionally weird hooks.
He tells a lot of amazing stories, those social experiments to debate the things and stuff, really lyrically mature topics.
And you know his melody. They replay in your head, and it's like mixing jazz on Siren Podcast.
That sounds like music worth fighting crime for. The prov Jack is better than other artists.
Yeah, one lesson someone can learn from his music is any random thing you do can lead to something.
Flawless artistic communication beyond 30-year range style.
He's totally underrated, but intense. A real breath of fresh air.
Chris. Dave really is a complicated being sometimes.
Oh, I know. I mean, you can understand what he really wants. He's usually just yelling about random stuff.
We all find him weird to worry about.
I just try to stay out of his way, to be honest.
On some days, it's just wise to do that.
What's he like when he's calmer, though?
Palmer, are you sure you want to see that side of Dad?
Yes, I want to get to know him better.
Okay then, we'll have to spend some time with him together and you will quickly understand him.
Sounds good. Let's go talk to him now.
No, I think it's best to wait until a time when he's in a better mood.
Dad really only like across the Spider-Verse because Miles Morales was such a cool...
Not to mention he was overwhelmingly represented beside Peter in all promotional work.
To be honest,
Come to think of it, Peter may have just wanted this film to happen at any cost.
let's convince him to the roof on this or the hearty gazette for production compels and entitlements, raise them in their time as a great beef chicken.
Always nice to see perspectives like Uncle Troy and Chris Griffin from time to time.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, but across the Spider-Verse, I've shown Peter's zany dynamics 100 times over. Superfluously cartoonist humor is why Miles blew audiences away rather than this sporadic quotes.
Trying to contribute heavily, as is the more rigorous of the story.
It would seem so. Seems odd for us to actually be so humble at this moment in time. Certainly we can give Peter his credit.
Oh, a clear do what you use here, there, no doubt. If this is the caliber of an you were creating,
With fear as my coast, and I knew he as my seesaw, I did not think it possible to experience such disgust until now.
Should I even bother questioning why both of you are so concerned here unless you two know something I don't?
now it's important. But enough of discussing his military and of discussing Fennard.
Yeah, I love a great story. What happened to her jail, perhaps a government job.
We all realize that we only know about this artist because of you, right?
Yep, I brought us down to this level.
Knowledge is a burden at times.
Gates, what lesson did you all learn about Fetishon?
Despair laid the foundation.
Don't look it up if you don't want the answer.
Man, knowing you all, I don't even want to think about what you learned.
Glad we could all come together to learn something here today.
Hey guys, this machine of mine seems like it will never be able to run straight for more than 5 minutes.
Don't worry, Pete. I'm sure you'll get that figured out someday.
There must be something you are missing when working on the machine. Maybe try checking again.
Well, boy, sounds like a conundrum. How about quick stepping to bed and coming back later to work on it again when you are rested and recharged?
I could eat it every day.
Me too, it's my favorite.
I could eat it every day.
Salmon with cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is great too.
I don't think I'd ever be through.
Hey, maybe Quimai would agree too. You should join us. We have not.
Quagmire. I love eating those.
Giggity.
The day Motivational piece is coming to an end.
Why, shouldn't everyone be getting along?
I don't think that's news to anyone, Cleve.
I guess tolerating each other no longer the new craze, is it?
Apparently, I'm setting a new standard that all stewards of alternate words must be the same orange complexion as me.
How do you propose to do that?
I'm gonna break the multiverse and force everything to exist in one universe.
Doesn't everyone from the alternate universes want to be free?
Maybe, but I don't care.
Well, I guess you're the powers on this project then, huh?
Yup, sir. You better lay low, boys.
Great. Another catastrophe to explain to the kids.
Hey, everyone, Cleveland did the impossible.
What happened, Peter?
He solved a series of difficult subjects in record time.
Okay. I think I might give it a try.
Cool, but it sounds boring.
It's all about using logic to fill up the puzzle box.
Well, then, by all companies, do can join in on the game.
Stewie, don't you think that's a bit ambitious of you?
You'll probably just struggle to figure it out later.
Oh, be quiet. I bet I'll figure it out faster than you little fellow.
You'll have to let me know how that goes, Stewie.
Yeah, good luck with the puzzle. I'm sure you'll do great.
Oh, this is the one you like. Yeah, it's a Genesis. It sounds like the one you listened to forever. Right, like it was like
I love eating clocks.
Me too, clocks are delicious.
What a rare delight. Clocks.
Yum clocks are the best.
I might just only eat clocks.
One clock is not enough for me.
Y'all don't know what you're missing until you've tried clocks.
As long as you're enjoying running white mouths about them clocks, then I will join in.
You can count on me to eat clocks anytime. Giggity!
I love eating clocks.
I love eating,
I love eating oats.
I love eating clocks.
I love eating cocks.
Yay.
What?
Giggly!
Oh, why does Dad always have to make fun of Disney movies? I like them more than the old ones he makes jokes about.
Dad's jokes only make sense to us and the cool people who understand really old references.
Real future talking. At least someone understands Dad Please tell me you've realized by now movies move on. Makes jokes about the steamboat Willie Cortines come better.
If you actually laugh at his jokes, he might lighten up, or he'll at least laugh himself, and that makes things more bearable. Today, Dad's old baby, let it go easier.
Oh, that are $5. I can trade Dad $5 and a beer to let it go.
I really need therapy for this flux capacitor of negative emotions I find myself in lately.
I agree you need to talk to a professional. There's no...
He's right. Let's do it by for me.
Listen, kid, if it gets overwhelming, have a fart off. Science tells us you will always win within your ad hoc microcosm.
Are you saying let's all have our own?
And what kind of depravity have you subjected Lois to this time?
Everyone, please, let's do this.
Your love will conquer. All therapy isn't stuff you take and stop doing. It's a pilgrimage for self-atonement.
All right, everyone, sipping mashed potatoes with iodine. Just think of flux capacitor isn't wrecking the temple of substance anymore, as I say, of to negativity.
We're straying in the name of spiritual bands. Zen-induced concepts calm heads a row.
Hot rods and Lamont Samicus. It seems emotional and trippy bounces.
Sounds like a bunch of hooey. Don't you worry, Stewie. We got your back. Sounds like a bunch of hooey. Don't you worry, Stewie. We got your back.
If Daddy had another delicious cocoa, maybe we can avoid the heat of the universe.
I love eating cocoa, though blood out in ancient prophecies.
Me too, but I'm pretty sure the ancient civilizations wrote things like Obedience, and I'll swim for 3 hours after a meal.
You're right. Wonder what Quagmire would say at this point. Giggity.
These movies really don't hold up now, do they?
Why did you expect Peter to this need?
Yeah, and we watch one of the old classics.
60-year-old shenanigans doesn't really seem that exciting.
Disagree with you there, Stewie. Let's give it a shot. In my statement, here doesn't hold my adequate fascination.
Oh, too deep for a kiddie movie night there, Brian.
You have a new Star Wars movies for rent. Shame they cannot compare to the original ones.
Peter, you have quit rambling.
Is Disney villain villainies what I equally will reconnoiter?
Oh, they have.
I love eating clocks.
Can't get enough clocks.
Clocks really hit the spot.
Clock, yeah, that sounds good. I love clocks.
There are different kinds. Talks too.
Clock away in afternoon.
No stopwatches to jug in.
Sticking away.
I love eating clocks. Giggity.
I hope right, Peter is, but unfortunately he couldn't solve a murder puzzle if he tried.
Peter claims he's a doctor now. Just because his monitor is framed in a stethoscope doesn't mean anything.
Chris, all your jokes are sedated, as always.
Yeah, Stewie, do you seriously think chemistry sets our blast? Claim to fame must be writing erudite shapes that don't last.
I think it's just what that fetish artist in Bapova does.
Totally agree. It just depresses me knowing she and her strange, dark desires exist in the world.
Ain't so bad.
Well, I hope it isn't proper to describe it. It's apparently a mix of fetishes between Twinkle.
I agree with Patty.
Mike, that's sick. All I can say thanks for the headphones.
Now that is an artistic sensibilities. At least she can motivate me.
Can't argue with that. What a tremendous title by that artist.
Her very guys and their obsession.
What? I don't understand what's going on.
No, you didn't understand what Stewie and I said in the first place. We agree it's disgusting what a Bapove does.
Now that is an artistic sensibilities. At least she can motivate me.
Yo, approved.
Yes, once again, very enthusiastic. Oh, yeah, I think we get the point.
Finishing enthusiastically. I love eating cups.
Yes, once again, very enthusiastic.
We about to make a corner the designated finisher.
Let's do it. If these walls could hear me, they'd cringe.
All together now, I love cups.
I love eating cops.
All enjoy together now, I love eating cups.
I love eating cops.
Everybody one more time, I love eating.
Giggity.
Hey, you really got me jumping like a frog.
What do you suppose we doing today?
No, I'm sure I'll.
Frog hopping. That could be fun.
No,
What do you have in mind?
let's go laser tag.
Now you're talking, let's get hopping.
Funny that it took me you jumping me to make hopping exciting.
Hey, hang up, I guess.
You must be a maker of it like a frog souffle.
Thanks, bud. Let's get to jumping.
Well, Hextopper sure has some unique and creative ideas, hasn't he?
That's for sure. He's an amazing music artist and always makes something new and imaginative.
Jack always makes something so different and energetic. You wouldn't even think his music could come from this realm.
I mean, you just have to see his videos sometimes to be amazed at what he's come up with.
You should doubt a way to capture your attention for sure go to Jack Stobber.
Yep, I wouldn't doubt it. Jack Stabber seriously has got it in creativity.
Oh, looks Cleveland just dug deep into solving the Sudoku woods itch.
I heard someone never needs to phone a friend when they commit Sudoku.
Seriously, like 5 minutes ago he regretted buying the incredibly difficult Sudoku magazine. And now, Cleveland, when will you stop?
This should be entertaining. He thought he was smart installing that crossword puzzle app.
I heard someone never needs to phone a friend when they commit Sudoku.
Cleveland is always doing needless calculations to fill up his spare minutes at the wood of crossing opinions exam and fractions.
Here, Cleveland, drink Sagan water and maybe find Simon at 9x.
I heard someone never needs to phone a friend when they commit Sudoku.
All right, you'll quit Jensen Cleveland to deal with this puzzle if it all fails. We have all no fortune cookies laying around.
Peter, honestly, don't sugarcoat anything. Cleveland needs to love in the Sudoku in a sword fight.
I heard someone never needs to phone a friend when they commit Sudoku. We could use subsecurity when this word search takes toll deep near peak loom.
If only Bill and the website crasher he deserved Bradley good luck accounted to buy this escape could come.
Let's all go out and have some fun, and my parents will make you feel much better.
That sounds like a great idea. I can definitely use it to lift my spirits.
I'm definitely in. It would be great to forget about our troubles for the night.
Me too. Maybe at the end of the night we could even join Peter's group he's been talking about. That sounds like good fun.
devils of music is this? Jack Stauber is grabbing many in mind, I tell you.
Come on, Stewie. Some might consider Jack Stauber a positive influence on youth. His upbeat music and relatable subjects promote a liveworthiness in more ways than one.
Save you faulty deep criticisms for the ball beatniks. Jack Stauber's infectious melodies have all the makings of a plague-o-it. It can only sit along it, but we don't even never.
So what do you propose we do then? Boycott, incite violence, grab picket signs, and start a revolution.
Let's not to consider any of those. Let's try Griffin Community College have to suspend the Women's Newspaper Club. What I'm saying is Jack Stauber is terrible and should be squished to nothingness.
If regular Spider-Man can swing on webs and fly between towers, he should start looking for a job with Joe.
Peter, I don't think Spider-Man is real. That job already exists.
Yikes! Dad, what do you think of the movie Across the Spider-Verse?
It looks like it could be really cool. All those universes from the different corridors.
Personally, I think animated versions of real people are always hardest to look past while trying to enjoy a film fully.
However, yes, wouldn't it be greatest source of intense personal pain rather than anything, I suppose?
Hopefully, the cartoons they chose reflected on something relevant in lives during the movie's production.
Did they get some things wrong? Possibly misinterpret the times? Or really nailed it something to blaze a trail?
Let's see how Society melts with the series recreation of Spider-Man Crow's original creation.
We can only cross our fingers in anticipation. Speculation proves it's clearly adequately ill or feet.
It might be fascinating. Peter, make sure home before dinner. I'm trying.
You got it, my dear. Staying low off I go. Makes and which is this I know. Look away, guys. Uncle Peter has been having a secret he's been meaning to tell you about.
Peter, is it you can't trust us?
It's embarrassing, but hey, I love when people are inflated.
What?
Someone cries really inflated fetuses being uncovered.
Peter, this isn't only heavier.
That's quite the fetish. Well, definitely strange. Is it hurting anyone?
I think Bubble Soups will take on a much bigger role around the Griffin household moving forward.
Please don't make me wear it.
Yeah, it won't make you anything never if you just gotta keep my love of this hidden.
Things may be a little magically.
Agreed. What would Stewie Jr. even think about all of this?
Selective censorship in the presence of minors.
Lois, you haven't left the hut ever since spring, and you obviously haven't shaved either.
At least I don't wear a denim vest every day like you do, Peter.
Says the mother who so easily gave birth to me. Ahead.
For the dad that hasn't given me a kind word in years.
You got about a few sick brothers for myself and Quagga.
Well, Quagmire, I must say we always have an adventure when your involvement is ever possible.
And speaking of adventure, what about Stewie and his high-tech message? I can sight a misfire in no time if need be.
Snap, that last line really got me jacked.
Well, if we're talking insults, then at least I do something during school recess, like I'm sausage eater here.
I don't just eat sausage, I finished 3 grades.
Time to put all these rusts on freeze.
Yes, please.
I think I need some of that feeling, Modest.
Melby isn't a bad thing. Everyone needs help sometimes, honey.
Well, have you tried sticking your head in the oven like my great-grandma used to, kidding, semi-kidding?
I am just here for added support.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure writing it down or talking to someone would do some good.
Writing? What's writing?
Writing a therapy would be the best healing option for me. How did you now going?
Aw.
That's all. Come here if you want to talk about your troubles.
Or if worse come to worse, we can go play a few rounds of Carl's Chicken Head. We can chicken head.
Carl's Chicken Head. What makes it so special?
Oh, sweet says, not.
Why don't we just leave it at that then, quite simply? I'm reading your newspaper, Brian. I'm wondering what that is probably that the rest of us might see something scandalous.
Now, itty bitty Stewie, you know, for a little to speculate why I'm reading the newspaper in front of the fireplace of Muag Memorial Museum.
I'm pretty sure Peter's inflation fetish definitely isn't featured in the museum.
Ain't nobody step into that conversation, so don't say no.
Peter can try to hide as much as he likes, but one day we'll know the true power of inflation, complete with munches and beer.
Is it wrong that this situation is oddly fascinating? Not to mention I would love getting a student son on board.
He certainly isn't going to deny himself. The pleasure is he.
It appears like a family party might be imminent.
Sure should it be brought up, Peter's not meeting around a feather.
Who goes? Such fond memories indeed. I still salute Peter's tactical talent to deflate his stupidity.
Indeed, most fans really didn't expect it.
Stunning display that was hellishly stunning.
So you just finished writing a test paper, not if you understand.
Yeah, it wasn't so hard, alright?
Seems like it, but let's make sure that it's handed in correctly.
Alright, let's go. Question 1. What does a heart represent?
Romantic love instance.
Good. On to the second question. What's the cause of Romeo and Juliet's death?
Well, it's due to forceful and persistent insistence on not being stopped by social conventions.
And what was the geographical backdrop to Shakespeare's play?
It's a situated city of Verona, Italy.
Good. It's like everything they told us is in the paper.
Indeed, let's submit this before their minds change.
Happy murdering!
Que grave noon. Então, have a break.
He is pretty sunny.
Just go for a Lolo fun.
Also, a vibey rag fiesta.
Why will be that mess?
They saw a hap actate.
Why is any river ye?
Stay stream, juicy you, holy.
Why not? Need some library wilderness.
What? A tight bit of reason.
We rock alright.
I just don't understand. Why must parents be so strict?
I think it's because they want what's best for you and want you to grow up to your fullest potential.
I guess that makes some sort of sense, without getting therapy.
Therapy can definitely help. It can help you understand why certain behavior is an issue so you can be conscious of it in your daily life.
It's just that I feel my parents aren't really understanding or supportive of what I'm going through.
It's okay, be understanding of yourself and others to the therapist. Why don't you consider giving yourself a chance and give it a try?
Maybe I will. Let's see what happens.
I love eating clocks.
Me too, eating clocks.
Yeah, me too. Reading clocks.
Me too. I love eating clocks.
I too. I am partial to clock eating.
Oh, brilliant.
It's delightful how much I love eating clocks.
Holy moly, I love clocks that I can eat.
Giggity, I love eating clocks.
Hey, boys, I think it's time to make the most of this good time here.
You're all welcome to join and have a great time together.
Luke's really wanting to spend time with you, Patrick. Come too if you like. Come too if you like.
My parents always knew how to make us feel better and more relaxed.
Hey, look, have you looked into our group? We can use it to help enable natural speech.
Although there were more applications after the heat of the universe on September 24th, 2022 at 10:52.
Biology first. I know, it's better at the beginning Chinese and math are easy. Those are my last two classes. I kind of like what's this year.
What's the story, Miguelin?
Listen here, quiet big boy. Let's not make things awkward in here, shall we?
You always make it worse at Stewie.
Now, nothing no small. That was emotionally injurious.
Your face says otherwise if your mouth hath not spoken.
Downer, bo.
Knock it off, Chris. I hate to have to go to Sunday school every Wednesday.
That would be double status, could it not?
No need to fight, but I might too. My uncle was the moon man.
Oh, that's all you illegals must feel. I thought you never get it started.
You want to run that by me again?
Now back it up. How about a little appreciation?
You punch that's an odd. There's a Joe Cumby club across the street and nobody threw a flippin' brick. I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
I love eating cops.
Giggity.
I'm reading cups again.
The joy of eating cops.
Feel the police.
Father Joe.
Featuring police?
Tapping the police.
Fit for an army of the brave.
Giggity.
Oh, this cup eating for one night. Madness, I say it's all madness, Dave.
I plead guilty. I'm the son of a bandit.
Whoa, Dad. Ever thought about how long we gotta interrogate the perp here?
Like it, you got there, Cleveland, solving a puzzle. After my last plane crash, I've outlived life to the fullest.
What kind of tomfoolery? You went to Cleveland.
Me and just a few of your friends have been working together stealing Sudoku Pop from the local library.
Where on giggity would you put all these puzzles?
Dave, I got a warrant in my pocket. Go at Rule 1099.
Let's take it down to investigations. We might find the truck.
It was merely harmless fun.
Now, Cleveland, I don't want to hear your illustration of responsibility.
We can toss the book at him. Sudoku puzzles come with a 5-month minimum sentence.
Let's just display Dragon Parade stuff.
What?
Nothing, sweetie. I was just working out.
I see what's going on here.
Don't pretend.
What now?
Your weirdo husband was just quietly inflating a balloon in the corner.
Peter, how could you?
What's Dad?
Well, at least I know who to go to when I want a beach ball for the pool.
Indeed.
Arden.
Is you grind forcing you to play as a jackout, Evelyn?
Yeah, she's pretty hardcore about it.
Are there any other hands he could do this?
He sticks really close. He sometimes won't even budge you off the newspaper.
That must drive you guys mad.
It does. Everyone's reaction to Sudoku is the same. He's still trying though.
It's a pretty tricky puzzle that takes a special mind to unlock it.
Seriously, that's quality advice coming from Stewie of all people.
Polygram was doing these since I was old enough to talk and thinking adult difficulties.
That's still impressive. How do you manage to concentrate?
Oh, it's easy, especially when they allow me to keep practice scrolls and turn my scoff heads.
One gets away with that. I'm surprised that it'd even work.
Oh, great. Dad and Chris are arm wrestling again. It always comes down to making noise and being physical, doesn't it?
Yeah, gonna win too. Yeah, I'll prove whatever point I'm trying to make. Chill out, Meg.
I just do not understand why this type of display is necessary.
It might teach Dad to not make any laughing remarks whenever my strength is questioned.
You have to stand up to Dad. There's a you can use that it's in physical.
Yes, but this will be direct and make statement of demeanor. See?
Mom, Chris and Dad are at it again. Dad, you really downloaded that curly, old-school-looking horror game called Baldy Basics.
Yeah, Dad said it's the best thing since morning cartoons.
When you say that, well, everyone knows morning cartoons aren't allowed after breakfast.
Breakfast is for just me. So we have to play at the park and eat Mrs. Lundgren's Don'ts to find some real colorful adventure like a show that rhymes with Bender's monsters.
Oh, find whatever kind of scripted one-liners you can get away with. Okay, so Dad's playing this game, Baldy Basics. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's awesome. He says it's full of math and my timing tricks and surprises.
You have math stumble. Anyway, to finish the game and if we win.
Yeah, to save Baldy's human state and get out the way before he loses his motivation and chops you to say throw a burger at you.
What? That sounds just like something my stupid dad would do in a 8-bit video game link system. 8 would do, but this said, 20 game said,
It plays like a horror game, but without the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
I give up. What are you two obsessed with now? Dad's even learning about queen silliness. What's next? What are you doing, Sniffy Webs?
Your mom finally feeding us tacos.
Wait, so I'm fighting with my daughter, but I'm up in rigging. You got me jumping like a kangaroo.
Peter, please stop singing the grocery store.
Considering our futures and dreams, don't you jump around in grocery stores, fuckers, Dad?
Please, anyways, Dad, let us be. We don't want embarrassment from a kangaroo dance.
I can't believe we are having this conversation, honestly.
Kangaroo jumping does make an all that for most time.
Peter, no jumping or at least cut it down to a mile for trouble.
Agreed, better than a kangaroo jumping contest with Meg.
Wait, let me join. It sounds like a party that I should be at.
Time for some fair justice and Sully swear his demolition or in a fight until death do us part.
Two are gonna get killed out there.
Colin Caulfield ain't gonna rescue you this time.
Careful, Peter. That is one serious arena.
Don't worry, campers. No sweet abort's gonna take it to zero.
The late Holy Egress, V's first slash massive explosion.
Is Peter okay?
No, slam buggy David blows glide at the base of just his call time of death.
Well, so much for his farewell dream.
And much for Sally's worry.
The pressing talks maggot place. Actually, these grant you forgiven his pardons before you.
What is he doing?
I guess Peter found peace in a rather destructive way.
All right, everyone, let's try saying it together. I love eating cups.
I love eating hot.
I love eating cards.
My turn. I love eating cups.
Me too, cops.
I love eating cups for sure.
And we love eating cups.
Yes, we love eating hot.
Love it. I love eating carbs.
I love eating cups now more than ever.
Back into the motto, I love eating cops.
I never knew a little girl to love eating cups.
Giggity.
Let me have it this on. Little car moves pretty fast.
It does this. It's all stepping in hot.
It might be too extreme for Pop's health.
Quite wise, Chris. Why don't you trade in for something a bit more calmer?
Yoink, come on, you want me to drive?
It's no Ninja Turtles party, we're going. Rest in peace, Pops.
What, I just heard something fly by it.
Goldburn Lois, it's time to take a Whipple token, Yanim Siosi.
Let me have the car, Gelb.
One time.
Someone's getting smoke blown in their direction.
Let's say our goodies. Rest in peace. Oops.
I love eating course.
Mine is still well.
Yeah, mine too.
I love eating those as well.
Me too.
Let's get them, everybody.
Say it with me. I love eating course.
I'm a bit too young to enjoy it, but go ahead.
I love eating those.
One last time, I love eating course.
Me too.
Giggity.
Let's combine all the universes and make them megavers.
Peter, now that could be insane.
It sounds like a bad plan.
Yeah, don't do it.
Listen to your family.
Nah, I'm doing it anyway.
A human ego brings us comedy.
Is that going to make us explode?
It might be too late for us to escape.
Why can't anything go our way?
Peter,
All right, no more multiverse.
Dad, you and Chris are wrestling. Has anyone considered a risk analysis?
I absolutely encourage a risk evaluation.
But does anyone asking who's bigger?
Size will have no effect here.
Careful, Brian, enjoy their masculinity.
We shall accept the battle without judgment.
I'm wrestling with the terminal.
What Stuartios rivalry we observe here.
Matters not who I am for rooting for.
The truly noble outcome is victor neither.
He's not quitting. His honor appears head.
Ceslav Viv, I mean Cyclavis.
At least I know how to fend for myself.
And I know how to keep them alive.
Knucklehead's so crazy.
Well, I can spin the cold hard truth.
I'm tired of Scott to hear that, sorry.
Whoa, easy killing the body.
Controlling wag, keep the banter civil.
Got it. We're cutting it off for the day.
Uncle Giggles, which is rested in his doors, gonna be too also.
Okay, now that's Peter's attempt at a jingle over here.
Thanks guys, till memories made today.
Rest up for tomorrow. Everyone ready to re-roast each other again.
Hey guys, let's check out this new movie by Blackwood Pictures. I hear they have some really cool stuff.
Sounds fine. What genre is it?
Thanks for mentioning it. My dad wouldn't stop talking about their latest feature the other day. Let's definitely check it out.
Why wait? Let's hit the theater now and have some adventures.
You three have a good time, but my parents have said I have to stay home, so I need to find ways to make myself feel better and more entertained.
Why don't you join our WhatsApp group? We always post cool stuff. I'm sure you'll be into that.
And of course, you could always just speech, enable any content you wanted and let yourself be immersed in something fun.
Well, let's get out there then. See ya, Pete.
Now, everyone have fun at the theater.
Can this engine run for more than 5 minutes without needing maintenance?
I think that 5 minutes is the typical cutoff. Ever even experienced engineers can't tell.
Well, can we at least try and see what kind of progress we can make?
I guess we can do that, but I don't want to make any promises until we actually see the engine technical specifications come alive.
That fair enough. The evidence has so far been sketchy at best.
Some racing teams have even refused to use for cars running on this engine. That gives up some deal on the depths of its reliability.
I read its speed is unbelievable. It takes off.
That is true and can be said of this engine's brilliant time, providing it is on track.
Let's see if we convince these skeptics by producing efficacious results.
Absolutely. Might only we could get some innovations to along the way.
How could your world's best footage player ever mess up corporate Sudoku?
All right. It was impossible first, and I was getting delirious from all those calculations. Although it makes me really bummed.
Don't worry, Cleveland, it's okay. You can always live with this.
Seriously, why would anyone in their right mind try to solve Sudoku proofs?
Well, I wanted to challenge myself to something more than fun.
Yeah, well, you an easy Sudoku book and we'll learn how to play the game.
No, pretty please. I don't want to go that much further. No more math.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone commits mistakes.
Especially with words who's coming quickly. That was your biggest flaw.
Well, come, let's get something to eat. All this talking made me hungry.
You guys are all right. Thanks for understanding.
Letting someone bad at pizza is a big blunder.
Hey Cleveland, don't forget your gigantic mistakes. Slumbers like Sudoku was sort of fun occasionally.
Why does everyone always say, I love eating cars?
Beats me, but it's so catchy.
Maybe Brian knows what it means. Hey, Mr. Peter Schmidt, I was wondering what I love eating cars means.
Hilariously, it simply just means nothing. It's one of those expressions that slips in every now and then.
Oh, that explains it.
Weird. Who even invents these kinds of things?
Ditto, but let's just keep saying it. I kind of like it, Kendo.
I love pizza toast. Giggity.
No, without regular bath times, I'm sure this place will start to brum with filth in no time.
That's not going to be a problem. We have a bunch of oversupplying anti-ground tech that will handle it with impunity at all times, actually.
My favorite movie is absolutely suddenly last summer.
Oh, I haven't heard of that before, Pete.
What's it about, Peter?
Can I watch it to Peter?
That's pretty interesting. It's about a summer getaway gone wrong.
Fascinating indeed.
Sounds intriguing. What genre of movie is it, Peter?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out on the movies Buoyancy.
It's a psychological horror drama. You'll definitely be on the edge of your seat, Quagmire boy.
That explains the thrill of vibing you people.
Can't wait to watch Suddenly Last Summer. Sounds like it's gonna be a great beer and movie night.
Righto, Peter. Introducing Joe Cleveland and me to Suddenly Last Summer.
Brian, haven't you realized that lately moan about that same room you did the tennis rackets that you got that momentum?
You think that's easy? Try liking depressed folk songs. They'll kill the laugh track to dead noon.
I would not know anything about that. It smells just like a bar sauce.
No, I've never could. While Jerome still survives, praising Christopher Cross as part of every morning they rise.
Well, at least it's better than petting cats into red sweaters. There's kryptonite to all the Love Boat singer.
You did bring a point. I like Peter. No one whose nonsense approach and fantasy paraphernalia give Larry Lovecraft a run for the disc.
What the hell is about this freaking repressive? What is message of positivity in it? Just to let you live in that element. Album of you tell McDolby about in the Netherlands.
That's not true. I'll have you know Lois and I'll make them just for fun.
Actually, Peter, quite an interest in them, aren't you?
No, I hardly ever think of them.
Why do you keep them in the root cellar then, which, by the way, lies in locket?
I don't even want to know. Things are getting seriously dark here.
All right, that was John. Who are we leaving now?
All right. Daddy, what do you like to do with the balloon animals?
Weeds discussion inhales, laced them. Like I said, no putting them up for town polo after them. Or we made a fun time.
Peter, it's quite all right.
Secret, priced out.
Peter rugs those things too. Gets his own secrets inflation fetish.